Oh guys, it's like a ride down a memory lane here. Y'all remember that story I told you about the worst place I've ever worked in my damn career is right here. Yep, it's changed a lot, I'm gonna tell you that now. They
Turn left onto East Forbush Street.
They trying to polish this turbot. Y'all remember me telling you about Adam Street? I said I used to hang out here in the ghetto. And the dude I was telling you about he had a fucking alligator down here in the damn mountain line. I swear on my life. I'm gonna show it to you. It'll be a damn little brick house at the end of Adam Street. You gotta go to the end of Adam Street and then take a right. I'm gonna show you Adam Street first. Guys, this is where I hung out, man. There was more fucking
Slight
people.
right onto Grant Street.
There was more motherfuckers killed and shot down here. Look at this shit than you can imagine. This is cleaned up, trust me. Back when crack was around and shit like that, you didn't want to be white and be down here. Hell no. Look at this shit. This is fixed up. I promise you it's fixed up. Hell, that looks like old Squirrel's old car, that right there on Mercedes. But he had one. He had a 500 SEL. Biggest crack dealer on the East Coast. Hell yeah, cocaine. Then we'll run down here. Guys, this shit's rough as hell. Look at these damn places. And you can tell there's been a lot of government money spent out here and shit. Trying to make this shit, trying to fix it up. It's fucking, guys, you got to believe me when I'm telling you this shit. This was the roughest shit you've ever been in your life. I found more motherfuckers dead down here than you can ever imagine. Look at this shit. Look. Hey, this is now. This is 2025. When I was down here, oh, I told you guys, I run with some bad people. Hell yeah, I did. Look, every car's abandoned and shit. Every house just about is abandoned. Look, just look. Look at this shit. There ain't nothing out here no more. I'm probably got to turn around. It's led me down the wrong road. I know where I got to go back and turn to the left. This motherfucker, this GPS don't even know where, if you punch in this town, it won't hardly tell you where this shit's at. You got to dig for it. Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna show you this shit. It's been a long time since I've been down here, but guys, it's honestly looks way better than it did. I ain't kidding. I told you, man, this was some rough shit. Hell yeah, it was rough. This is one I told you. I said my buddies, one of them was a blood, another one was a Crip, and they was brothers. Yeah, I was friends with both of them. They didn't fight each other, no shit like that. Nah, there wasn't none of that shit going on. They had the same mama, different daddies. They was cool ass guys, but man, it wouldn't surprise me none to drive up on a motherfucker dead out here. I ain't even shitting you. I'm not even playing. It wouldn't surprise me a bit. There ain't a dead motherfucker down here somewhere. Let me get my ass out of here. I want y'all to see this shit. I've been talking about this for a while. Telling you guys, I said, man, they think Compton's bad. Hell no. No, man. I love to hear all them California motherfuckers talking about Compton's bad, it's rough as stuff, man. LA ain't shit. I'll tell you that right now. This right here is rough shit. Hell yeah, man. If it looks like this today, look, okay, so you got them real nice cars sitting at that damn house right there. Look at these, look at this shit in the front yards and shit. Look at this house. Oh yeah, she's a beaut. Look, when you got a dog that big in the front yard, what the fuck's it guarding? Look at that motherfucker. Look, that motherfucker's trained to kill. It's trained to kill. I'm giving people some tours, man. I used to hang out down here off of Adams Street. Yeah, Los Dog, Carlos and Marcus Ferris, Carlos Ferris and Marcus McDaniels. They used to be buddies of mine out here. I used to work for the cable company out here years ago. I said, I'm gonna give you a tour of a place that 25 years ago was rough. They don't know, man. I'm gonna take them over at John L's where he used to have alligator and shit in the damn mountain line. Yeah, that's at the end of Adams. You take a right, there's a brick house right there. He had an alligator in a creek. And people don't believe me. I said, man, I'll show you. It's changed a lot, man. Heck yeah, but they're starting to rebuild, it looks like, because, man, when I was down here, it was rough. That was back when crack and shit was going on, man. It was rough. I said, man, it used to be like Compton riding up down the Long Street. You take care, buddy. I'll see you. The guys, this stuff was, that's the dude just sitting on the front porch, man. I'm telling you, this ain't no bullshit. There's no line in this D's Nuts game. That's why D's Nuts ain't scared of J&J or none of them other motherfuckers. Look at this shit. The house of the damn shit's just leaning. Oh, Big Daddy ain't scared of none of that shit. No, that's why I said, motherfucker gonna try to jerk me out of a goddamn car. You gonna get the fuck beat. Look at them cars sitting in the front yard. Listen, you ain't gonna scare me. I've had more motherfuckers. I'm gonna beat your ass. Oh, okay, all right, I hear you, bud. Good luck. That's all I'm gonna tell your ass. I done told you the way I roll. I ain't rolling with no just a goddamn pocket knife. Fuck no. See, they're building houses like that to try to fix it up, and they're doing a good job. But I'm telling you, man. I'll tell you where everybody lived over here. You had Hen and Hen's sister. I'll show you where they lived. I'll show you where Los lived. Well, see, they're building all these houses trying to fix it up. This is government money. Yeah, hell yeah, it's government money. All right, Adams, where you at, Adams Street? Yeah, see all these new houses, it's government money. Fuck yeah, it's government money, every goddamn cent of it. I'm gonna show you Went Street Apartments. We had contractors down here. Motherfuckers had a shootout. These motherfuckers had a shootout right here. That's Went Street Apartments. Guys, I know this shit, man. I've worked out here for the longest. Right here. Back in about 1993. We had contractors down here from the mountains, and they had a damn shootout down here, and there used to be a payphone right here where them dumpsters is. And the people that lived down here, this was the first project that I could remember, one of them.
Turn left onto Grant Street. And
they had a shootout. This is, man, guys, this is actually clean. This is clean. This is fixed up right now. No shit. This is as pretty as I've ever seen it. And they're trying to fix it up. They're trying to put some money in down here. But most of these houses were all crack dealers and drug dealers. About 90%, man. And I mean, it was just rough as hell. Yeah, down here's gonna be Adam down on the right. I ain't bullshitting you. I'm gonna show you John L's house and everything. That's motherfucker's talking about. He's been dead. He was the guy that was married to a white woman, but he hated white people. Yep, sure did. Right here's Adams. Gonna be the next street on the right. But these houses, you think, oh, them ain't too bad, man. No, you don't understand. Right here is Adams Street.
Turn right onto Adams.
That house right there with the brick is not that first house. The next one, that's all one property. That's John L. shit. And I'm gonna show you the creek that fucking alligator's in. This is Adams Street. This is what I was telling you. Now right here on the right where these damn weeds and shit is, that was all apartments. There should be like a duplex or some shit here. It's probably tore down. Look, all this was a duplex. And Los lived right in here. And there was another little brick duplex, and I'll show you Hen's house. It was all right in here. There's Hen's, that brick one. That's Hen's house. His sister used to live beside of him. These were duplexes and shit. And this right here used to be a duplex. Now they've made it a house, but they tore it all down, guys. This shit, I sit right here and watch more dope being done right here than you've ever seen in your life, guys. I ain't even bullshitting. But this is Hen's house right there. Hen was a good dude. He guys, this is, but you gotta think, man, this has been 25, maybe 30 years ago I was down here. And old Hen was a bad motherfucker. Yep, but right there beside of him where his sister lived, all that used to be homes, man. That's, when I say homes, it was like duplexes, little duplexes. And the only house out here on this road that's original is this brick one on the right. These houses are new. That's all new. These were all homes and shit. This was homes right here. These were duplexes. Look at these houses. These were duplexes right here. This is an original home right there. That's original. This house right here is not original. No, that was built later. And this starts John L's right here. This is where the fucking alligator and the John L's house is the brick one. But he was kin to these people here. I'm gonna show you. Right here, this house, this brick house right here on the right, that's John L's house. Right there. And if you go under that carport where that van's sitting and go down that driveway, right there's where that fucking that damn mountain line is, where that Gulf sign is. A mountain line. And right here's the creek. And there's a damn, hey, I'm not even bullshitting. Right there's the fucking creek that I told you about. There's an alligator in this motherfucker, but it's over here. You see how this looks like the jungle? I told you it was like the jungle. I said this to everybody. I said, dude, a 6-foot alligator come out of this creek down there. Behind them, in between that house, look at it, see all that bamboo and shit? I'm talking, this was years ago, a 6-foot alligator come out of there and ate a chicken. Now he ate a dead chicken after the mountain lion killed it. I'm not even bullshitting, man. I'm gonna try to give you a little bit more of a tour here. But they're trying to make this back into something. It was all drug money. Everything was built on drugs. So now the government's trying to put money down here to try to, it's just, all these properties were bought up by the county and shit, because it was all drug money. Every bit of this was drug money. You ride down this road, it's called Long Street. You drive down this road, and I'll go up here and turn left. You ride down this road, this was like I mean, this was the church that used to have the fence all the way around the church. I told you it had a fence around it. Why the fuck you got a fence where the damn cemetery is? Look, you can't even get to the graves, man. That's what I told you. I said the church was surrounded. This motherfucker was surrounded by a barbed wire fence. And this used to be a brick company up here, but this long street was like going through like Compton used to look like on the Ice Cube movie, whatever it's called. I can't, Boys in the Hood. Now that brick company's been there forever. That was the only business around that really did anything. And right here was where that store used to be. There used to be a store right there with a fence around it, and that's right there. And that's where them dudes tried to jump my ass and they got their ass whooped. Yeah, this is rough, man. All this out here was, you have no idea. When you would ride out here during the week, all the way to like Friday or Saturday, I'm talking about, well, like Wednesday to all the way through the weekend, you could not drive down this road without having to get in the middle, because there's so many cars down through here, low riders, people on high. Look at these schools and shit, man. I'm telling you, this shit was awful. And it was just shootings and drive-bys. And I mean, all these houses are been built by the government. This is all new shit. But most of the houses were like these, but they were in really bad shape. That house, all these have been here forever. I mean, all this was rough. That used to be a store right there. It's just, they're trying their best to fix it up. But see, this is Salisbury. This is a different town. But that little section back there is East Spencer. And I told everybody, man, I said, listen, guys, that's the roughest place I've ever worked in my entire career. Yeah, I worked for a cable company down here for a long time, man. And then up here at this store, I don't know if it's still here, at this light, there's a store on the corner. Well, first there used to be a curbing business, but there's a store out here had apartments across the street, and I found a guy dead in the dumpster out here. Got to go through this shit. See, these are original houses. That's a new house. So that's original house. That's the original house, but they're fixed up, man. They were really bad. But this light up here is, I think, where the curbing place was. They built curb machines, used to. And then there was a store on the corner, and that's where we found across the street was apartments. There's the curbing business right there. Up here was where the store was. And might be the next light. Let's see. Maybe. No, it was this one, I think. Maybe. No, it's the next light. That used to be like a Salvation Army type thing. All this is rough out here, man. This is Lafayette Street. That's all rough. I mean, just look at this shit sitting around out here, but it's really fixed up compared to what it used to be. Maybe this is the right light, man. It's been a long time since I've been down here. There's gonna be a store. It was on the corner. Yeah, this is it right here. There's the store on the corner. And right there was the apartments. We found a dude in the right there, them apartments right there. There was a guy stabbed in the damn dumpster. See them apartments right there? He was stabbed in the dumpster, and they were having the dumpster dive in there. We went to throw some garbage in the dumpster, like from what work we were doing, and I was like, motherfucker, there's a dude in here dead, man. So, I was just gonna give y'all a little tour of D's nuts when he hung out in the real hood. That's the real hood. The worst place you ever gonna be. Ain't nothing can touch it. Nah, I've seen shit on TV, man. I've seen all that LA bullshit and all that. Yeah. You motherfuckers don't have a clue what this place was like. And they're gradually just tearing shit down because there ain't nothing left. I just drove through the big town a while ago, and there's not even anything open anymore. No, that AutoZone's been there. That was one of the original AutoZones around here. That's one of the oldest ones that I know of. That one. I think that was the first one I've ever seen, was that AutoZone right there, and there used to be a restaurant there, and these were several pizza places. Christo's has been there forever. Man, they was all shootings and shit here all the time. Shootings everywhere over here. This is all it was. You was literally look at these people. Did you see them riding by and sticking their hands up? Yeah, man, it's rough shit, man. You guys have a good day. Take care. I thought I'd give you a tour of when D's Nuts had his wild times over here in the straight up ghetto. Yep. This was Cracktown, USA, man. Ain't no doubt about it. Look, the police, they got tinted windows on their shit. Look at this shit. I promise you, man. And notice you didn't see a single fucking police officer down there. You ain't going to see one either. Never. Hell no. No. They're scared to go down there. Yep. You guys have a good day. See you.